Hey y'all, so we're back out in the garage. End of the day, Tuesday, May 5th, right? Isn't it Cinco de Mayo or something, right? I wouldn't know. I don't care. Went ahead and altered those Nerf bars. As you can see, I left the purple heat signature on this one here, so you could see exactly what we did. What I did is I took a 2x4 here, and then stood another one up, heated it up. I'd already cut it off, and then just pushed it down and gave it a little tweak there, and I got it, tweaked it back and forth so it sits centered, and it wasn't pushing down, or it wasn't too. We didn't have to hold it down to get it tacked in place. Before we did that, I stuck some solid 5/8 inside of here, and also inside of here, just so when we weld, we don't burn through anything. And then started working on the pods. Mocking up the side pods, the inner being cut away to fit over top of that frame rail and around this Nerf post out here, right? That's where the inner part of it's going to sit, and obviously the outer, we've gone ahead and drawn the new post bend Nerf bar outline on it. We get a little marks here, a little index everything, right? It's real close here, but remember, we're going to put cardboard over top, then glass over top of that, so we're gaining a little extra material thickness room. We're going to gain a little extra room, so got to keep that in mind. If you're going to lay glass over top of something, you're going to gain material thickness. If it's three sides, you're going to gain material thickness twice on either end. Really spent a lot of time making sure we had plenty of room here, because if we're going to put a back on it and glass it in, if it ends up being too close, because we're growing height, we're growing width, we're going to grow length as well a little bit. Front really doesn't matter if it's material thickness too long, but here might become an issue. So if it's too long, you can always saw cut the thing out and then put it back on, glue it back together. The same way we did with the airbox, literally cutting the airbox off the model because there was no other way with the shape of it to get it off, and then gluing it back together. We don't want to do that with these if we don't have to. So that's why we gave ourselves plenty of extra clearance in here. Those tires have 25 pounds of air in them. They're blown right up to the stars. That way at 10, 12, 15 pounds, wherever we run them, we'll have plenty of extra room and tire growth, the whole 9 yards. So, that's where we're at with the Nerf bars themselves and the templates. Actually, we took the outer, which has the fin built into it, right? You see that extra line there, that extra vertical plane, and these are what we cut off of our outer pieces, because what we're doing is we're making a one surface pod, right? The whole thing, we're going to have one whole surface, and then what we'll do is when we lay it up, this is the inside because it's got the part sitting on top of the chassis. This would be the outside. We're only going to lay it down probably 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So there's won't be a complete wall there, just a return flange. And then what we'll do is we'll take this big piece and cut something this size out of a piece of raw glass, and we'll bond it on. We'll do that flange deal all the way around the edge of it, right? That's really the best way to do it. I may end up laying up the whole thing and bonding one whole piece onto it. I don't know. It depends on how it ends up working out with the outside portion, whether we're going to have it sitting like a Super Kart pod where it's got a return flange all the way around it, and it actually holds the floor tray inside of it. You follow me? It just works like a little shelf to hold the floor, because we're going to put a fiberglass floor tray on it as well. It'll be a bit abbreviated compared to what we're used to with the full body. It comes all the way out around the wheels. It won't be like that. It's going to be more. But there you go. That's what we're doing today. Messing around, playing around. We knew it was going to be about 7.5 inches overall width. So with the width of the cardboard, I think everything was 7 1/4. So we had to make a lot of 7 1/4 wide strips because the top surface and the bottom surface, and then all the stringers in between to make an egg crate are all going to have to be 7 1/4 wide. So tomorrow, after I get one of these things together, I'll spend a lot of time just whacking up 4 or 5 good, full length strips of 7 1/4 wide pieces. So it won't take as long to knock the second one out. Then we'll start to work on the rear pod, those little quarter panel pods, right? And get those things up and running and figured out. Smaller piece, so it'll be a lot quicker to and easier to work with. Just messing around, man. This is what we do out here at RPM Incorporated. We make stuff, we break stuff, we blow stuff up, especially go-kart motors. We're out here playing around, guys. That's it. That's all we got for you today. We'll bring you some hot glue action tomorrow. Till then, God bless. We're praying for you.